Hey, today I want to show you some of the enhancements I've made to handlebars in support of SXA. I recently did a post about how I created a fork of Sitecore Foundation to integrate with SXA. It's still not completely baked. There's a detailed post that kind of tells you what works and what doesn't work. But I did implement something pretty cool for handlebars that I wanted to show that could be very useful to people who do use SXA. So just to kind of show you, essentially what I've done is I baked in handlebar functionality into the rendering variant capability of SXA. So you can define rendering variants that use handlebar templates. So for instance, under rendering variants, under promo, you can see I have a couple of different promos defined. I'll show you promo list last, but let's look at the normal promo template, which has a new type. And just to show you, in the insert options, you now have this option for handlebar template, which will allow you to define those fields. If you're not familiar with rendering variants, it basically allows you to create variants that define a lot of structure to the markup that actually goes. So promo text is actually a div that will have a promo body, that will have promo text, and there'll be a promo link next to it. So it's just a very granular way of defining markup that I don't think is extremely user-friendly, and I think it's a bit of a it definitely is a gap in terms of folks getting acclimated to XSA and really understanding how this all works. And I mean, I'm not that crazy about this. It just seems like a lot of tedious work, and it also seems to me like this may be tricky to maintain. But I do like how it's integrated into the UI. It's kind of like conditional renderings on steroids. And I just thought kind of mixing the handlebar approach with this approach gives you the best of both worlds. So let me show you the new field type. So you can create this and define your custom template. And this is the same type of handlebar template you've seen with Sitecore Foundation. So if I go to edit code, you get the same code editor with type ahead and all of that. And in this case, this is a promo handlebar template. So we can use all the fields on that. So promo text, promo link, there's promo icon, there's promo text 2, and promo icon 2, whatever you wanted to do. So this was just an example, and just so you can easily see the fact that I just hard code some text there so you can see when I'm using it and when I'm not. And just to show you that it works, what I'll do is I'll come in here and I will drop a promo component. So this, by the way, is just the normal handlebar templates, the way you would expect it to work from other things. These are not the rendering variants. So all the handlebar components themselves just work, and they come out of the XSA toolbox the same way any other would. I just really think this rendering variant approach is pretty powerful. So let me take the promo, let me drop it in the header for now. So I actually have two defined. Let's just point to simple promo. And this is just the default promo. And this is not the handlebar rendering. It gives you kind of the image, the title, the link. It's all there. But you click on the promo and you get this nice little variant selector. And let me switch. Let's go to the promo template. I don't know why it's so small. It wasn't like that earlier. Maybe something about doing a demo that always makes it hard. But I can select promo template. Or I could try to select promo template. Let's just go to component properties. I'm pretty sure the variant is just over here. We can just select it easily over there. Not sure why that happened, but let's just click OK. And here we see our rendering variant, which is that template, and it works exactly how we would expect with the Experience Editor. with our link and our little text message. So very cool. So you can imagine creating multiple variants with different markup, and you can just use this little drop down. Now it works fine to switch between the different modes. All right. Let's see if it still does that. Nope, it's back to normal. Strangeness. Anyway, so just to kind of show you how even more powerful this is, right? So we can go back to here. I've actually defined a new type of promo type, or a new rendering variant called promo list. And I have the template, but it's under this get all promos item, which is actually a query. And here, I just defined a query that points to my folder with all my promos. So even though my template is for a single item, by doing a query, it'll basically iterate through the results of this query and repeat my template over and over again. And we can optimize this query to do whatever we want. I think it's a little strange just because it's not really pointing to the data item that the promo is pointing to, but it's pretty powerful. I know the context of this query is always on the item, so this kind of cheats it by just doing a hard-coded path. But if the item you were pointing to had a bunch of child items, or you wanted to use that from the starting point, you could adjust that to meet that. So the template itself is exactly the same. So there's no for each in here, although Handlebars does support it. So if you have a field in your template that's a multi-list or a tree list, you can iterate through that with a for each in Handlebar syntax. So you can step through. So let's select the promo list and show you what's going on there. So you can see two different promos. They're just rendered top to bottom, and everything's editable. So I thought this was a cool feature, very useful, and I thought this was a better way of dealing with variants than some of the other options. So we can support full handlebar syntax. You can define your own custom functions within the handlebars. You can embed placeholders within them if you want. Haven't fully tested through every single scenario, so your mileage may vary. That's it. Thank you.